Srisailam sits hidden deep inside the dense canopy of the Nalamala forest, standing as an ancient site defined by two entirely distinct religious designations. This diagram shows the overlap. It is one of the few places in India where a Shiva Jyotirlinga and a Parvati Shakti Peeth occupy the same campus. For visitors, this means accessing two major shrines in a single sequence of rituals. The temple features multi-tiered gopurams of the Vijayanagara style, though historical records of the site date back to the 2nd century Satavahanas. Because of this dual religious significance, millions attempt the journey each year, often without realizing that the logistics here differ from a standard urban temple visit. Reaching the temple requires crossing the Nalamala Tiger Reserve, a highly protected wilderness area. From Hyderabad, the journey covers over 200 kilometers. As the map shows, a significant portion of this route is isolated within the forest boundary. Because the forest department maintains strict entry rules, travelers cannot simply drive here at any hour. Visitors must align their travel time with both gate schedules and temple darshan hours, or face long logistical delays. Deciding between a one-day trip or a two-day stay depends on how you weigh your time against the physical demands of the journey. Navigating Srisailam effectively requires coordinating your schedule with the specific restrictions of the forest and the temple. The first factor to consider is the forest department's daily schedule. The Mananur and Domalapenta checkposts act as the primary gateways, controlling all traffic in and out of the region. This timeline chart maps the restriction. Between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m., these gates are closed to all private vehicles. This leaves a 15-hour daily window for the entire drive, including the time you will spend at the temple complex. If you plan to drive early to beat the morning rush, the 6 a.m. gate opening means you cannot arrive before mid-morning. These forest gate timings dictate your entire schedule before you reach the town. Once in town, the next logistical choice involves the temple queue strategy. The free darshan queue is the standard entry point, but its length fluctuates significantly based on the season. During peak times like Mahashivaratri, wait times reach 6 hours. For families with elders, this physical strain is a primary factor. This chart compares the options. To reduce wait times, the temple offers paid tickets, the 150 rupees Sigra and the 500 rupee Ati Sigrik Arshan. Because of high demand, these VIP tickets should be booked online weeks before arrival to guarantee the time savings. You must also account for the dress code. The temple requires traditional wear like dhotis or saris to enter the inner sanctum. Wearing Western clothes like jeans will result in denial of entry, so you must factor in time to change upon arrival. Choosing a paid ticket is less about the cost and more about preserving your energy for the return drive. There are several regional sites beyond the main complex that change your trip's total timeline. Tradition suggests stopping at the Sakshi Ganapati temple on the entry road before heading into the main town. This visit typically adds 45 minutes to your arrival schedule. The Srisailam Dam and the Patala Ganga ropeway provide views of the Krishna River Valley and the scale of the hydroelectric project. Visiting both sites generally requires half a day of your itinerary. Further out, you can access the Akamahadevi caves by boat or take a jeep safari through the Tiger Reserve. Attempting to include these environmental sites makes a one-day trip nearly impossible if you want to reach the forest gates before the 9 p.m. closure. Looking at this flowchart, the first traveler profile is the one-day sprinter, focused on efficiency. This path works best for solo travelers or high-stamina groups departing from Hyderabad with the sole goal of temple darshan. This schedule is tight. You must leave Hyderabad by 6 a.m., stop only at Sakshi Ganapati, and proceed directly to the temple. Success on this route requires the 500 rupee Ati Sigra ticket and the removal of all secondary sightseeing, like the dam or caves. The goal is to finish all rituals by late afternoon to ensure you pass through the forest gate before the 9 p.m. blackout. The flowchart shows the second option, the two-day stay. This is the practical choice for families with children or elders who want to see the surrounding forest and river without rushing. Accommodations, like the APTDC Haritha or Devasthanam guest houses, should be secured at least 4 weeks in advance. Day 1 allows for the Sakshi Ganapati stop, the Patala Ganga ropeway, and an evening darshan when the crowds often thin. Day 2 covers the dam and the forest safari or caves, followed by a departure that gets you home well before the night gate closure. The dual presence of Shiva and Shakti makes Srisailam a unique site. but the experience is defined by how well you manage the forest's boundaries and the temple's logistics.